This is Pastor Steve with word study number 23. It's another name, a lady from the Old Testament that if you're a Bible student, you would know the name. If not, you can look her up and see her story in 1 Samuel chapter 25. Her name is Abigail, and she was the wife of Nabal the Carmelite as her first husband, and then we'll find out later how he was killed. But after his death, she became the wife of King David. While we find out that Abigail's husband, Nabal, was an ill-tempered, drunken man. And when David was hiding from the jealous King Saul, he asked Nabal for food for himself and for his men. Well, Nabal refused. And the thing of it was, David, during a certain time here, was out in the fields where Nabal's sheep and animals were, and actually David had his men surround even Nabal's property and protected it from animals, wild animals, and protected it from being stolen. So David didn't think it was too much to ask for Nabal to provide him some food when they were very hungry. But what had happened, David was very angry and threatened to plunder Nabal's possessions and to kill Nabal. Well, Abigail heard of this, and in her wisdom gathered enough food for David's men, rode out to meet David, and vowed before him to show him her respect. And by agreeing with David that Nabal had acted with great disrespect, she actually cooled David down with his anger. And to Abigail's credit, she did not leave her godless husband. But when Nabal died, apparently from shock at discovering his near brush with death, and again, I'm not sure, maybe God had something to do with that because David was a servant of God, anointed by God, and here was a man that was treating him very horribly. And but we find out that after Nabal's death, Abigail married David, and she later bore him a son. Well, what we find out is that here Abigail was a very faithful person. She was faithful to her husband, her first husband. She was faithful to David. She was faithful in doing what she felt was best in life. I think God will bless us in our faithfulness as well. And anyway, God bless.